Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Venus series. Today, we are going to be talking about Venus in Sagittarius. So, if you have your Venus in Sagittarius, this video is for you. Um, if you don't know me, my name is Teresa. I'm an intuitive life coach, intuitive astrologer. I don't need your birth time in order to give you a reading. If you are interested in a reading, you can click the link below. And but these just aren't this channel. I should, back up and let you know that this channel is for people who are on a journey of love, romantic love, true love, soulmate partnership, divine unions, twin flames. What are some other kingdom spouse? You name it. And there's lots of terms out there. You don't have to put a definition to your journey. Just know that, if you are on a path of true love, partnership, soulmate connection, then this channel may be for you. So, what I'm doing is I am helping you navigate your love life through astrology, through intuition, energy. I pull a little bit of tarot cards. Lately, I've been doing that. I did pull tarot cards before I started this video, but it basically backed up the feeling that I have for Venus in Sagittarius already. So, if you're new here, then if you're not new here, you know how we do it. I'm going to give you a little bit of education. And right now we're going through the series of Venus and Sagittarius. And if you are new here, what I'm doing is a little bit different. I will give you an intuitive download of the meaning of Venus in Sagittarius. And then at the end, if I am called, it feels like I will have a message, then I will give you a timeless um, love reading. It's time, I'm hearing. It's time to get into it. So, Venus in Sagittarius. Okay, so Venus is the ruler of love, beauty, luxury, your values. It is the ruler of the second house and the seventh house. The second house of money, what you value, how you make your money. The seventh house of relationships. Venus is also the ruler of well, you can watch my other videos and find this out, but my Venus is the ruler um, of Libra and Taurus. But I don't want to get off track. I'm actually here to talk to you about Venus in Sagittarius. So there must be a message there for somebody about Venus, maybe having a little bit of confusion. Maybe that's it. So, as you know, I intuitively download what comes to me from spirit, the divine, guides, your guides. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel, and that way we can connect and have an energetic exchange, and I can give messages that pertain more to you. So, because I am here for you. Thank you for being here and watching. I love being able to do this for you guys. So, Venus and Sagittarius, maybe there can be a little bit of confusion going on right now in your life. I mean, you're here to be educated, obviously. So there's that. But Venus and Sagittarius, you are going to love to learn. You are going to want freedom. You are going to perhaps like to travel. And remember, this is a general definition of Venus. So you could have different stronger areas in your chart, your different energies to where this Venus, your Venus is going to be affected. So just generally speaking, Venus in Sagittarius is going to want a lot of freedom, be interested in learning. I mean, if you have Venus in Sagittarius, you could be somebody who loves the school system, or learning, higher education. Maybe you have your, if you're younger, working on your bachelor's, or not, you don't have to be younger, to further your education. I mean, I'm doing that right now. But Venus, you could have your master's or your PhD and love it and love to learn. I don't have my Venus in, my Venus is in Gemini. We are love to learn. We're all about, um, the mind, communication, learning, being stimulated mentally, but so are you, Venus in Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Gemini are exactly the opposite of each other on your natal, in your natal chart. And so they share similarities, in that way. Sagittarius is more of a long distance travel sign, a sign of long distance travel. Um, Really lucky shooting that arrow, just being spontaneous, having a lot of freedom. Gemini also needs freedom, but that rules a little bit more of short distance travel and communication. More it rules the third house. Sagittarius rules the ninth house. So Venus in Sagittarius, you are going to be attracted to somebody who is um, probably either highly educated, or they can teach you something, you can learn something from them, who's always interested in growing, maybe even spiritual, maybe you're spiritual. You could really be attracted to having your freedom. Did I say freedom? You're going to want freedom, a lot of freedom. When I was thinking about doing this video, um, the song Freedom by George Michael came up, and then Pointer Sisters, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. So Venus and Gemini, and excuse me, not Gemini, Sagittarius, you are exciting. You are adventurous. You could love to travel. And again, this is general. So if you have different aspects or placements in your aspects to Venus, or different placements in your chart, um, that. Um, kind of tone this your Venus in Sagittarius down. Maybe you won't travel as far. Maybe you won't want as much freedom. But generally speaking, Venus in Sagittarius, you're going to want a ton of freedom. I'm going to repeat freedom this whole time. With Venus in Libra, it was all about love, love, love. And Venus in Sagittarius, you are going to want freedom. You are going to want to be with someone who gives you your space. You're going to want to give them their space. You're going to want to be able to have your own lives and then come together. And then, with having freedom, like, you're going to want to be with someone who's confident. You're not going to want to be with anyone who's clingy, who is in a routine. I was going to say in a row, and maybe that's because, like, Virgo, someone, with Virgo, strong Virgo placements might want things to be, and maybe you have strong Virgo placements. But when you're in love and speaking about, love, that area, you're going to want to be spontaneous. And if you're with someone who has a Venus placement in, say, something like Virgo, or one of the earth signs that is a lot slower and wants to stay home, maybe even Cancer, Venus in Cancer, that's going to be a little bit more, it's going to be a little bit difficult. It's going to be more of a challenge. But the signs, you guys, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And so don't let this bog you down. Don't let the rules of astrology or any type of rules bog you down. So Venus in Sagittarius, you're probably more like me. You don't like to follow rules. And in your highest vibration, I mean, I just do the right thing. When you do the right thing, that usually is aligned with the rules. Not always, but you're gonna, yeah, higher vibration. Um, Sagittarius is the teacher, a scholar, also a student, but any good teacher is a good student. So you're going to want to be able to have a partnership where, did I say you're going to want freedom? Freedom. Someone who's funny, someone who can be spontaneous, someone who also has fire, a fire energy to them. Um, Someone who, I mean, that's who you're going to be. Someone who has fire, someone who wants to be spontaneous, who wants to travel, who, maybe you can get bored easy. Maybe you want to, not just try different things all the time. Venus in Gemini, or the Gemini placement, can have more of a wanting to do different things, a lot of different things at the same times, and even at the same time. And even though you like to do different things, you don't need to change really quickly all of the time. You could, pursue your education, and not that Gemini can't pursue education or finish tasks, but you will be more on track. You're going to just have that luck, that expansion. You're going to shoot that arrow. Sagittarius is, I'll just show you this here. This is the symbol for Sagittarius. It's got that arrow. And so you're just going to shoot that, get your shot out, and wherever it lands, 11:57 when I say that, when I said that, it's going to be fine. You're going to figure it out on the fly. And you want to be with someone who can do the same thing. Now, maybe you're someone who has placements where maybe you have a night chart, meaning that your sun sign is below the horizon. It's below the wheel, below I'm backwards here, the first and the seventh house. Your natal chart is going to be in a line there. Let me grab my wheel just so that you can see what I'm talking about here. So there's the darker lines, and I can go over the horizon, and the different lines, AC, DC, MC, IC, in a different video. So I will stay focused on Venus in Sagittarius. But, so if you have a night chart, if your sun is below the horizon, that line on the wheel, the lower half, you could be a little more subdued. But I'm sure, with Venus in Sagittarius, are going to be attracted to other people that are either like that, or they can be like that with you, even if you're not in the spotlight, which you may end up being, because you're going to be funny, you're going to have quick wit, and then, if you have your Venus and your Mercury together, excuse me, yeah, so Sagittarius, you are a truth teller. You and then again, it depends. I've known some Sagittariuses, Mercury and sun signs and different risings. Anyway, the Sagittarius can be very truthful, and sometimes not have a lot of couth. So not be really sensitive, with their thoughts, because they're just telling you the truth. I mean, they're not trying to hurt your feelings most of the time, but you guys, Venus and Sagittarius, can cut deep. And you're not usually trying to be, and again, this is general, so you could have strong, other placements that may um, go against what I'm saying, but you are going to tell the truth. You're going to want to be able to have candid conversations. It'll be good to be with another uh, person who's able to go back and forth in banter, not be so sensitive. And maybe you have, in the higher vibration of Venus in Sagittarius, you're able to you're able to take on that wise teacher, the wise professor, and to be able to, you are going to be able to speak your truth in a way that is really helpful, and you're able to get your point across without jabbing or hurting someone's feelings. And you can't take responsibility for the way other people feel. You can taper off and be sensitive with your communication. You can get your point across with practice, if you don't have that natural ability, with practice, while being able to balance your words so that you can get your point across and really get your point across and really teach, or communicate what you want communicated or taught. Because if you or anybody, I'm not just saying you, Venus in Sagittarius, but if anyone just comes at someone with their words and they're pretty harsh, mostly, I mean, people are going to remember how you make them feel. They usually don't remember words unless, I mean, you could be someone who does remember words and feelings. That's your love language, words of affirmation. But Venus and Sagittarius, super fun, spontaneous, um, truthful, adventurous, not routine. You do not like a routine. And did I say you like your freedom? You're all about, and what came to my mind was the songs, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. By Pointer Sisters and George Michael's Freedom, I won't let you down. Um, you gotta give what you take. I think that's what it is. I think, let me see here. Let me look up the lyrics. So it seems like I'm getting more into the intuitive download, but let me before I do that, let me just look up the lyrics here really quickly. I looked them up before because when I was thinking about this message, those two songs just channeled in. So yeah, so it's basically, if you are with or wanting a great relationship with someone with Venus in Sagittarius, or you are Venus in Sagittarius, you already know this about yourself. You want the freedom to be able to leave and come back. And I don't mean, somebody who is ghosting you, anything like that. I mean, that is not what this channel is for. I'm sure those people already clicked off. And this channel is for somebody and people who are in high vibrational relationships, in those, in that power couple type of love. I mean, this is what you want. This is what you want for your life. You're here to change the vibration of the planet just by being in a power couple dynamic. Or maybe you do something, maybe you're both therapists, maybe you're both teachers, doing something to raise the vibration of the planet. But you're here for a really great kind of love. No, we're not talking about casual here. We're talking about true connection, that true. And um, I mean, if you know you're meant to have that type of love, then this channel really is for you. And if you're single and you are, and you know that you belong to that partner, that type of love, it's just not in your reality at this point, this channel is for you as well. So if you Venus, so this Venus in Sagittarius about this, about yourself. And if you are a cross watcher, or we all have Sagittarius in our chart. But just knowing that Venus in Sagittarius needs to be able to go and come back, have their freedom and come back. You are going to have more of a committed relationship, which may sound, like doesn't make sense. With a Venus in Sagittarius, when they have their freedom, they get to go and be themselves and then come back. Now you're going to want to have conversation about, labels. You don't have to rush into anything, or not labels. you don't have to label anything. You will want to have a conversation. Venus in Sagittarius is going to be able to have a conversation with you, and they're going to be able to tell you the truth. You're going to be able to speak the truth, Venus in Sagittarius. But you want to be able to go and be yourself and then come back. And knowing that you have someone who's confident in themselves and in your relationship to let you go and come back is going to help you to be more committed, to have the freedom that you are wanting so that you can be yourself and really thrive in that power couple dynamic. You can be flexible as well. You know, you're a mutable sign and you're a fire sign. So you could, like I said, be spontaneous, um, funny. Um, and yeah, Venus and Sagittarius, you're probably, unless you have different areas in your chart that kind of push this down a little bit, you could be center of of attention, life of the party. Did I say funny? Knowledgeable and super cool to be around with, adventurous. So if you are with someone or you Venus and Sagittarius, you are someone to super cool to be with. And I know I'm biased because I have, air sign. My Venus is in an air sign, and I have um, strong air sign placements. But um, so yeah, so much fun. So much fun. Great conversation, knowledgeable, and needing your space, needing your freedom to be you. And you need someone who also um, has that, they're able to either they're free to, they have that part of them. They are also someone who needs freedom and they're also very independent, or they can be okay with your independence and it works for you guys. We are each one of these zodiac signs, 2222, as I said that on the timer. And 2 is the number of love, 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 love. And so just because somebody says that, and Venus in Sagittarius, you're not going to want to follow rules anyway. I'm thinking because you need your freedom, but you're going to do the right thing. You just are. And so what was I just saying there? So you're going to want your freedom, being able to come back. Um, it'll come to me. So sometimes I want to say I hate when that happens, but other times I know that Spirit's guiding me and it just is what it is. Um, you're going to want your freedom. You're going to want to be able to, and I probably needed to take a pause to gather myself. You're going to need to be able to take a pause to gather yourself to do your own thing and then come back. So that's what I have for you, Venus and Sagittarius. If you are interested in a individual reading, click the link below. You can book a reading with me. You can also get your chart free. I'm not affiliated with this website at this point or anything, but you can get your chart free there if you'd like as well. And I will be doing the next video will be on Venus in Capricorn. And with this, so I am going to go into the intuitive reading and I'm just kind of slowing down so that I can really bring in spirit and the messages and your energy so that I can tap into that. And it's interesting. It just started flurrying outside. How cool. Yesterday, it rained a little bit and I saw the coolest rainbows and cloud formation. When I was a kid, I wasn't able to see pictures of clouds formations. And I know that may be a surprise to you. It was a surprise to me. I thought something was wrong with me. I mean, I own that I'm weird and different and now, and I am who I am. Venus in Sagittarius, you need to be to who you are as well, unapologetically. Um, but it's interesting how when I pulled your cards before this reading, it was a little bit of a, they're so beautiful. Those flakes, they're small, a lot of them. So you, Venus in Sagittarius, you have a lot of options. You're very expansive. You are, and if you resonate more with masculine energy. Remember, energy is its energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy in us. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Um, so if you are a pursuer, you could pursue a lot of people. Um, and if you are masculine or feminine, whichever you could be, there's a lot of options. Your love life could be very expansive. And right now, what I was getting was that you really do, this is a time of freedom for you. um, is this a year of you, Venus in Sagittarius? Yes, it is. So, I pulled out the first card that I pulled out earlier was the World, and it feels like there is a change, a new turn of events. There's 2707, as I said that on the timer. You are starting new, something new in your life, and it could be a new relationship, perhaps with yourself and freedom, and balancing that out. Um, yes, balancing that out so that when you do come into partnership, and if you are with a partner right now, you're wanting a little bit more freedom to be yourself, and to so you can accept yourself, not that you don't accept yourself, but so that you could further that, expand that, to become more yourself, um and accept yourself, and have others accept you as well. And I mean, you're not here to be accepted by anybody, but it would be so nice for you to be able to be free, and also accepted by your loved ones, by your partner, being able to be yourself and have that freedom to go in and to come and to go, and to you're not going to want to be put in a box. You are going to want to be able to be adventurous. I was going to say, you're going to want to be able to be adventurous. Maybe be adventurous right now. Maybe that you want to take a trip. So maybe that, you could want to go on a trip. It's snowing right now, so if you are not really liking the snow, maybe you want to get out of the snow and get a little bit of sunshine, put your feet in the sand. And if you do like the snow, maybe you want to go out and walk in it. Go snowboarding or skiing or snowshoeing, some sort of adventure outside, with your partner or with friends, and then come back and talk to your partner about it, and or maybe you want to have an adventure, with your partner, doing something super fun. I don't know why skydiving came to my mind right now. Nobody skydives usually during the snow, not that I know of. I mean, I've done a tandem jump before, and it was beautiful weather. It was, you know, over an island out in the middle of the North Pacific. Saipan is part of the Northern Marianas, next to the Marianas Trench. So maybe you are wanting to either, yeah, just take a leap on yourself, having faith, being spontaneous, and really having that freedom. In the lyrics here, I think there's something you should know. There's something deep inside of me. Um, it's time I told you so. There's something else I've got to be. So I read those out of order. Um, but in this song, Freedom by George Michael, some people say it's about leaving, his band. Other people say that it was about him coming out as being gay. But from what I'm getting from this for you, Venus and Sagittarius, is that you're really wanting to be truthful about yourself to everybody and really show up as who you are, and surround yourself with the people who you can be yourself with, and who accept you for who you are, and and you can did I say be free? I can't say being free is enough. Like free, freedom. You have the freedom to be yourself. And then there was another lyric says, I won't let you down. I will not give you up. Got to have some faith in the sound. It's the one thing that I've got. I won't let you down. So please don't give up. Give me up. There was another part here that says, I thought it said, I've got to go, but I'll be back. I know that there's somewhere where it says, I'm going, but I'll be back. Um, but there is, I won't let you down, so please don't give up on me. It's you needing to be able to be free, and having the people in your life who understand that. And if you are in a relationship, then, it's okay. That's what you're working on right now, and it's okay to be yourself. Your true person is going to understand that. And if you, I mean, whatever journey you're on, you could be on um, one of the journeys that, some people, I'm not going to put labels on it, but you're here to ignite growth in each other. And so maybe that's a difficult aspect, and they feel insecure about you leaving. It's really helpful for you to let them know I'll be back. Even like if you have let's say you don't see eye to eye and you guys have an argument with anybody, you can say this 3 3 3 3 as I say that on the timer. So threes could be significant for you. Three also represents the third house, Gemini, communication. Letting someone know you'll be back. If you have a disagreement, saying, hey, and you may not have that nice tone because you might be feeling heated, you guys. But I'm going to walk away right now because we're not solving anything, but let's circle back in an hour, 2 hours tomorrow morning. Putting a timeline on it. And when you go away, you're actually thinking about how you're going to be able to, and what you're going to say, and how you're going to come back to that person to be able to solve the issue. Being able to speak your truth, and also being able to, say what you need to say, but in a way that isn't just, cutting down. It's you're solving the issue by being able to tell them, yeah, this is what I didn't like, this is what hurt me, and owning your own your part, taking responsibility of your part in there. But I'm not finding it right now, and I'm not going to spend any more time. But it is Venus in Gemini. I mean Gemini. Venus in Sagittarius. You're going to want to. It says, I'm going to go, but I'll be back. So even being able to tell somebody, hey, I love you. I love you. They have to have the confidence. You have to have the confidence. I'll be back. If you're going to go off on an adventure, you're going to go skydiving or snowboarding with friends or, skiing, whatever it is on an adventure. Maybe they feel a little bit cold out, left out in the cold. But then you come back and you return, you stay solid in that commitment. And over time, everyone's feelings are at ease. I'm going, I'll be back. I'm going, I'll be back. Just like when my kids were little and they were really little, most parents that I knew and my parents and all the generations, excuse me, throat chakra. So someone needs to hear this. So when my kids were little and I was told to actually do this, if they didn't want to leave the park or wherever we were, we did a lot of fun things, super, super fun things. I still try to do fun things with them now. They're just teenagers, so, I'm not as cool anymore. Well, that's not true. My 16-year-old is starting to hang out and do cool things with me again. Um, we used to skateboard, longboard. That was super fun. He has strong Sagittarius placement, so maybe you like to skateboard or longboard. That was something I picked up doing at 40 years old. And so this channel is not about me. This is about you, Venus and Sagittarius. Being able to say, you're gonna go and come back, being true to your word and coming back to that, and everyone will get used to it. Um, Having fun. That was it, the park. So, when I was, thank you, Spirit. Um, when the kids were little, we'd go do something fun and they didn't want to leave. I would just I would let them know I will never leave without me, without telling you. Even when I left the house or I did something outside of with them, or, I wouldn't, some parents or and my parents, my mom, and other parents, that worked differently. And it's still probably a mainstream thing, to tell kids or someone like, well, fine, I'm going to leave. If you don't, knocking on the door, if you don't come with me now, I'm taking off. So, this is a message for someone. Someone out there is also feeling cold because started snowing a little bit harder. The flakes are bigger as well. So, maybe this is you, Venus in Sagittarius, or your partner, or someone, maybe you have someone in mind, your person, you guys just maybe you're in no contact right now. Maybe that's it. But being able to say, having someone rely on you knowing that you're going to come back is going to be huge. It's going to be huge in your life. And because I would always tell the kids, I'll never leave without telling you. So, you know, I didn't want them to have abandonment issues, like, like she's gonna go without me, like, she's gonna leave. And that's what I was taught in parenting classes and, books and video, all these other things that I did to help myself with parenting when I started that journey. It's been pretty damn awesome, actually. They are the teachers. So if you have children, pay attention to them because they can teach you. We learn so much more from our kids than they learn from us. They learn from us, but we really learn by leading by example. So the point to that is talk to your loved one, or even energetically, or move into the space more to let people know you will return. I won't go without telling you, make sure you communicate that. I'm going to take off. I'll be back. Um, you're not going to want to have to say I'll be back at 5:30, and then and then if you don't get back at 5:30, you're under scrutiny or fire or whatever. You're going to want to have the freedom, but 40:04, as I said that. So there doesn't have to be a time constraint. And again, it just depends on take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Just take what holds true to your heart. But so you want that freedom, but you're also going to want to be able to say, hey, I'll be back, or have people in your life that have freedom, but you know that they're going to be back, and communicate. This is for somebody, even if this is just for you, the one person who you get a takeaway from this and it makes a difference in your life. I'm grateful. This is why I'm here. Thank you for being here and listening, because this message is for you. So, if you're feeling abandoned, maybe this happened to you as you were, oh, maybe that happened to you when you were a kid, you know, um, there people left, and that doesn't have to go too deep. Maybe it did, but really just left like, we're leaving now. If you don't come now, we're gonna leave, that kind of thing. And so communicating, I'll never leave without you, to your partner. You may go for a little bit, but you'll be back. Um, and circling back, having a time frame, and then circling back if there is a disagreement or something you don't see eye to eye. And then the second song that I got, and then I'll wrap up this video. It's about time anyway. But the second song I got was the Pointer Sisters, the Pointer Sisters. So I don't know if you've heard the song, but you could Google it. I'm so excited. This song was a big hit when I was really little, and but my mom loved all these. Um, I guess it would be considered disco, Pointer Sisters. But it was, I don't know if I already said it earlier, but I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. I think so. I'm so excited by the Pointer Sisters, and I pulled those lyrics up as well. And tonight's the night we're gonna make it happen. Tonight we'll put all other things aside. Give in this time and show me some affection. We're going for those pleasures in the night. I want to love you, feel you, wrap myself around you. I want to squeeze you, please you. I just can't get enough. And if you move real slow, I'll let it go. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like you. So you want to be able to just love, on your partner, and be spontaneous and have them love on you, and not have, something that is just feels boring to you. You want that adventure, and like, let's just be here. You're like, let's just be here now. Venus and Sagittarius. Let's just do our thing. Let's just be together. I want to wrap myself around you. And if it's too slow, you're just gonna let go. Like, you really want, that fire, that excitement. Yeah, that's that's funny. 'Cause I can feel that. So that's also seems to hold true, Venus and Sagittarius, for you at this moment. Remember, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come upon it, it will be meant for you. And that's what I have for you. So if you are interested in a individual reading, you can book a reading with me through the link below. And if you want to be connected more, then like and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video. And we are doing Venus in Capricorn. Have a great day.